My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be sharing and explaining 50 important Project Viva questions with answers for research methodology and project report, one by one, to help you prepare for your Project Viva exam. Let's begin with the first important Viva question. First important Viva question is: 1. What is the main objective of your project? Answer: the main objective of my project is to address specific problem or research question. For example, understanding the impact of social media on student behavior. Next question. 2. Why did you choose this topic for your project? Answer: I chose this topic because it is relevant to current trends in field of study and it has practical applications. For example, social media impacts the academic performance of students, which is a topic of growing interest. Next question. 3. What is the scope of your project? Answer: the scope of my project is to explain the boundaries of the research, focusing on specific aspects. For example, my project focuses on how social media affects student concentration, excluding other factors like sleep patterns. Next question. 4. What is the methodology used in your project? Answer: I used a qualitative-quantitative research methodology. For example, I conducted surveys with students and analyzed the data using statistical methods. Next question. 5. What are the primary and secondary data sources you used? Answer: the primary data source is the survey I conducted with students, while the secondary data comes from academic papers, books, and online articles. Next question. 6. What is the significance of your project? Answer: the significance of my project lies in providing insights that can help improve student performance, business decisions, etc. It can help educators or parents understand the influence of social media on students. Next question. 7. What are the key findings of your project? Answer: the key findings of my project include: highlight the main results, such as a significant correlation between increased social media usage and lower academic performance in students. Next question. 8. How did you collect the data for your project? Answer: I collected data using survey, interviews, observations, etc. For example, I distributed a questionnaire among 100 students to collect data on their social media usage and academic performance. Next question. 9. What tools software did you use for data analysis? Answer: I used software name, example, Microsoft Excel, SPSS, or Google Sheets for data analysis. For example, I used SPSS to run statistical tests like the t-test and ANOVA. Next question. 10. What is the hypothesis of your project? Answer: my hypothesis is that there is a negative correlation between time spent on social media and students' academic performance. Next question. 11. What are the limitations of your project? Answer: some limitations include sample size, time constraints, geographical limitations. For example, I surveyed students only from one college, so the results may not apply to all students. Next question. 12. Did you encounter any challenges during your project? Answer: yes, I faced challenges like difficulty in reaching participants, data collection issues, etc. However, I overcame these by solutions you implemented. Next question. 13. How does your project contribute to existing knowledge? Answer: my project adds new insights into how social media affects students' academic performance, which has not been extensively studied in my region. Next question. 14. What literature did you review for your project? Answer: I reviewed books, journal articles, and research papers related to topic of research, such as studies on social media's impact on education. Next question. 15. How do you define the term related to your project? Answer. For example, if asked about academic performance, I would define it as the level of achievement a student attains in their coursework, often measured by grades. Next question. 16. What statistical tests did you use in your analysis? Answer. I used tests like t-test, chi-square, or ANOVA to analyze the data and determine the significance of my findings. For example, I used the t-test to compare the average academic performance of students with high and low social media usage. Next question. 17. What are the recommendations based on your findings? Answer. Based on my findings, I recommend that students limit their time on social media to improve academic performance and that educators consider incorporating time management training into the curriculum. Next question. 18. Can you explain the data analysis process in detail? Answer. After collecting the data, I organized it into tables, charts, and ran statistical tests using software. I then interpreted the results to draw conclusions about the relationship between social media use and academic performance. Next question. 19. What are the practical applications of your project? Answer. My project can help educators and parents understand how social media affects student concentration, allowing them to take steps to reduce distractions and improve focus. Next question. 20. What is the conclusion of your project? Answer. The conclusion of my project is that excessive social media use negatively impacts students' academic performance and reducing screen time can help improve their grades. Next question. 21. How did you select your sample for the project? Answer. I selected my sample randomly from a group of students, employees, consumers. I used a random sampling or convenience sampling method to ensure diversity in responses. Next question. 22. What is the importance of the literature review in your project? Answer. The literature review helped me understand previous studies and theories related to my topic, providing a foundation for my research and highlighting the gap my study aimed to fill. Next question. 23. Can you explain the significance of your research question? Answer. The research question is significant because it addresses an important issue in education today, how social media affects students, which has a direct impact on their academic outcomes. Next question. 24. What is the research design of your project? Answer. The research design is descriptive, experimental, correlational, as it focuses on collecting data and analyzing the relationship between two variables, social media use and academic performance. Next question. 25. What is the difference between primary and secondary data? Answer. Primary data is original data collected directly from participants, like surveys or interviews, while secondary data is collected from existing sources, such as books, journals, or government reports. Next question. 26. What is a hypothesis, and why is it important in research? Answer. A hypothesis is a statement that predicts the outcome of a research study. It helps guide the research process by setting a clear direction for data collection and analysis. Next question. 27. What is the difference between quantitative and qualitative research? Answer. Quantitative research deals with numbers and statistical analysis, while qualitative research focuses on understanding concepts, experiences, and meanings. Next question. 28. Why is data collection important in research? Answer: data collection is important because it provides the necessary evidence to support or reject the hypothesis and helps answer the research question. Next question. 29. How did you analyze the results of your project? Answer: I analyzed the results using statistical methods like calculating the mean, standard deviation, and running hypothesis tests such as the t-test to understand the relationship between variables. Next question. 30. Can you explain the term research methodology? Answer: research methodology refers to the systematic approach used to carry out the research, including data collection, analysis, and interpretation methods. Next question. 31. What do you mean by data interpretation? Answer: data interpretation is the process of making sense of the collected data by identifying patterns, trends, and relationships to draw meaningful conclusions. Next question. 32. How do you ensure the validity of your data? Answer: I ensured validity by using reliable data collection methods, conducting a pilot study, and cross-checking my data to reduce errors. Next question. 33. What are the ethical considerations in your project? Answer: ethical considerations include ensuring participant confidentiality, obtaining informed consent, and being honest about the data collection process. 34. How do you address biases in your research? Answer: I minimized biases by using random sampling and ensuring that my data collection methods were consistent for all participants. Next question. 35. What is the significance of the sample size in research? Answer: the sample size is important because it affects the accuracy and reliability of the results. A larger sample size typically provides more reliable data. Next question. 36. Can you explain the concept of correlation in your project? Answer: correlation refers to the relationship between two variables. For example, I found a negative correlation between social media usage and academic performance, meaning as social media use increases, academic performance decreases. Next question. 37. What challenges did you face during data analysis? Answer: one challenge I faced was, example, handling missing data or dealing with outliers, which I overcame by using data cleaning techniques and statistical tools. Next question. 38. How did you handle the data you collected? Answer: I organized the data into spreadsheets, checked for errors, and performed statistical tests to analyze the relationship between variables. Next question. 39. What is a research gap, and how did your project address it? Answer: a research gap is an area that has not been fully explored. My project addressed the gap in understanding how social media usage affects students in a particular region. Next question. 40. What is the role of a research question in your project? Answer: the research question guided the entire project by focusing on the specific issue I wanted to investigate, such as the impact of social media on students' academic performance. Next question. 41. What is the role of the research supervisor in your project? Answer: the research supervisor provided guidance, feedback, and suggestions to improve the quality of my project. They helped me refine my research question and methodology. Next question. 42. What is the importance of conclusions in a research report? Answer: the conclusion summarizes the findings and provides insights on how the research contributes to existing knowledge, suggesting areas for future research. Next question. 43. What is the difference between a conclusion and a recommendation? Answer: a conclusion summarizes the research findings, while a recommendation suggests actions or changes based on the research raised. Next question. 44. How do you evaluate the reliability of your research findings? Answer. I evaluated reliability by using consistent data collection methods, ensuring sample diversity, and conducting statistical tests to confirm the results. Next question. 45. How does your project relate to real-world applications? Answer. My project helps educators and parents understand the impact of social media, guiding them in making decisions to enhance student learning and performance. Next question. 46. What kind of data did you collect for your project? Answer. I collected both qualitative data, opinions and experiences, and quantitative data, numbers and statistics, to give a comprehensive view of the topic. Next question. 47. What is your opinion on the research you have conducted? Answer. I believe my research provides valuable insights into the topic and contributes to understanding how social media influences students' academic lives. Next question. 48. Can you explain any statistical terms used in your project? Answer. Statistical terms I used include mean average value, standard deviation, measure of spread, and p-value indicating statistical significance. Next question. 49. How would you improve your project in future research? Answer. In future research, I would increase the sample size, include more variables, and conduct longitudinal studies to assess the long-term effects of social media. Next question. 50. How did you ensure the accuracy of your research? Answer. I ensured accuracy by carefully collecting data, double-checking my calculations, and using reliable data analysis tools to draw valid conclusions. I hope you understand easily each question. All the best, students, for your upcoming exam. For other subject quick revision. Important questions, previous question papers, and syllabus. Links are available in description. Check out once. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with your friends.